There is a direct attack on the Christian faith, and it's internally and it's externally. But it's definitely unlike anything we've ever seen, and we have to wake up to it and really put on our spiritual eyes to see really what is happening here. Because people have had problems with religions forever, ever since the concept of a religion was invented. But this is very different. This is very, very different, because ultimately what you have, and just looking at what the Olympics did, that was appalling. To put those people in a scenario of the Last Supper, to portray Jesus Christ in drag is really appalling. And to put, it's a direct attack. If they would have done that to any other religion, the world would just be up in arms. But for some reason, it's okay to attack the Christian faith. And to even put more insult on injury is people are giving other pictures. Well, it's a different painting, and acting like, well, if you understood your history of art, you would see. No, it is the Last Supper. There is one person portraying Jesus with a halo in the center, and there are 12 others surrounding them in the exact pose as the painting The Last Supper. So don't let people sit there and insult you and then act like you're an idiot because you're offended. This is a direct attack on the Christian faith. It would not be at all. It would not be at all accepted if it was anything else. If they would have made fun of devil worshipers, people would have been like, oh, you can't do that. It's appalling. It is absolutely appalling. But the worst part is that kind of attack is expected. To say the least. It doesn't surprise me. Let's put it that way. The one that I think is the worst is the internal attack. That's the one that is by far the worst. Is what you have satanic devices infiltrating the church. Now, the church, in quotes, and I'm talking about the building, I'm talking about the people. We are the stewards of the Christian faith until Christ returns. And some people are doing an okay job at it, and most are doing a terrible job at it. And internally, what you have is people coming into the church, and they're bringing in their politics, and they're bringing in what they think the world should be doing as far as having laws, and they're really kind of plugging in their own desires of the world into the church. That's obviously not what Jesus did. And what we have is now we have most young people looking at the church, and they're thinking, well, I would not be interested in that at all, because they're a bunch of hate-filled hypocrites. And that does not resemble what it is Christ did at all, or said, or taught at all. So if we are to preach that Jesus Christ is King, then we have to actually obey the things that the King says, which is not at all what the church is doing. And if you read Matthew 24 and 25 as just one conversation, what you're going to find is that most of the church, when there is the separation of the sheep and the goats, most of the church are going to be the goats, and they're going to go off into everlasting punishment because they're not doing the things of Jesus Christ. They're doing the things of their favorite political party, or they're doing the things that make them feel better and make them feel safe. Really a lot of hateful, racist things. A lot of terrible things, really. And ultimately what you have is externally, you have people completely hating on the church because that's what they're seeing. And then you have a church just lighting it all on fire from the inside. And then you have a few who are looking at it all just going, this is messed up. This is some crazy stuff. There is nothing good. You just find these little tiny pockets of remnant of people really doing the things that we are meant to do. And that's it. Outside that, that's what you got. You have externally people just absolutely hating, mocking, making fun of the Christian faith. You have people on the inside just lighting it all on fire. And then you have these tiny pockets of individuals who are actually doing the things of Jesus Christ.